What would you advise that we as a group aspire to after? What do we learn from this? How do we turn that into the things that we can maybe live our values, live our aspirations, and bring the rest along with us? What are our aspirations after this?
Yeah, I think you don't have to know the answer to be compassionate. There's no prerequisite to compassion. So, this conversation that it's complicated and we're not sure, yes, all of those things, but that doesn't preclude you from showing up with compassion. And there's a lot of organizations, and I hope none in this room, that have yet to do what Minister Gold did, which is hold space for people and say, how are you? And what can I do to help you? And just listen with compassion. Because not only do people feel unsafe, they feel unheard, unseen, undervalued. I can tell you right now, there are Muslims and Palestinians and the community that feel that their lives are not equivalent in meaning and worth to white lives or to Israeli lives or to what other life you want to compare it to. And we know that's not a unique feeling to just Palestinians at this moment. We also know that there's other communities that have felt that way in the past, that their lives are not worth the equivalence of other lives. And that is just sheerly unacceptable. So we need to keep fighting against the dehumanization and the racism that exists in our society here. And we do that by seeing each other's humanity and by holding space and having conversation. And then I do also just want to say, I actually think holding space for each other and having compassion with each other is the easy part. The hard part is addressing the systemic barriers and the systemic issues that people face. And what we've seen here, and Mr. Gold talked about it, there's an undercurrent of hate that is right under the surface. 1,300% increase in Islamophobia. The highest level of anti-Semitism in this country's history since it started to be recorded. And so we also need to then create awareness and education around faith. That's a space that we have generally avoided in the workplace. It's a place that I think most D&I practitioners and most managers and most organizations feel very uncomfortable with. And so we need to do the work there.
Thank you so much, Nabeela.